I've got two kind of short subjects, and then the rest of our staff meeting is actually going to be Brandon Hicks's nutrition seminar that we did at the affiliate training weekend. And we'll talk a little bit more about that here in a second. This first topic, the Google AdWords, Terry's talked about this before in one of our old conference calls, but on our Facebook group, and again, all of you aren't on the Facebook groups, I would really like to see you. I think you have to friend me personally on Facebook, Mark Slane, and then we'll get you in the Facebook group. But cool stuff. They had a talk about marketing, and it was a pretty good thread. But some of the things that they were talking about with Google AdWords, I wanted to pass on. Basically, it sounds pretty cool as far as you can decide how much you want to spend. This is mainly from Alan and Manny Cabrera. Keywords, or what you want to put down. Evidently, when someone does a search for those keywords, you pop up first because you're paying for it. They said things like your name Krav Maga or your area Krav Maga, like whatever. All right, we would do Columbus, Ohio Krav Maga for a keyword, or just Krav Maga, fitness, kickboxing, women's fitness, self-defense, those sort of keywords. Again, Alan says he starts at about a nickel per click and sets the limit at $3 to $5 a day. So he always knows the max he's going to spend on his advertising with Google Words. So you can set a budget. He said some of those words are 25 to 35 cents. Evidently they're way higher up on the search list. They cost more. He said he doesn't have a problem with that because you're still setting how much you want to spend per day. So it sounds like he's having a lot of luck with it. Manny Cabrera absolutely recommends it down in Tampa. Price will depend on your keywords and what others are bidding. So again, you can certainly look for those nickel words, but if you want to have a word that's searched more often, you expect to pay a little bit more. But again, you set your budget, and these come up on searches. Sounds like some of our affiliates are having a lot of luck with that. And again, I know on a conference call Terry had talked about this before, so I'm sure if Terry's doing it, it's definitely worth looking into. We have tried over the years every advertising in the world, so if she likes this, it must be a good one. Big thing I want to talk about is welcome packets. When someone does sign up and joins you, we give them a couple things at Ohio Krav Maga. They get an incentive to sign up that first night. If they sign up right after their intro class, they got the t-shirt for 19 bucks. If they sign up right then and there, they get, we've tried different things over the years. It used to be arm guards and wrist wraps, maybe wrist wraps and a mouthpiece. Wrist wraps and one of our skull t-shirts instead of the basic one they got when they signed up for the intro. You give them an incentive to sign that night. To give them, we give them more than that night, however. We started out with if you sign up this night, but when they say they need to talk to their wife or whatever, look at their budget, we always tell them, well, if you are back within 5 days, or this is Saturday, if you're back by Wednesday, and sign up, we'll also give you that stuff. We'll give you whatever we're giving, wrist wraps, t-shirt. And when we sign them up, we give them a welcome packet. Not only the gear that they earned, and truly sometimes I guess they come back a week or two later and Terry will still give them the $19 off and all that kind of stuff. We want to look like we're about customer service. But they absolutely get their gear and a welcome pack. This welcome pack is several pages. It's in a binder, one of those clear binders, those cheap clear binders. But instead of just handing them a bunch of papers, they're in a binder. And the things that you would want to put in your welcome pack, you start off with, of course, a big thank you letter. Thanks for joining us. Hey, we want you to feel like your family here. You have any questions, seek one of us out. Here's our phone number. Yada, yada, yada. And you'll mention your Facebook group again. I'm hoping before they've signed that they've been included in that Facebook group. But some people may not have on their end have made an effort to join that Facebook group. So you would put exactly how to and what you're doing with the Facebook group and all that kind of stuff. Again, this is your gym's Facebook group. Members, prospective members, anyone that's asked about an intro. Again, they're seeing that people love it, how cool it is. Everybody's positive, putting, had a great class, looking forward to tomorrow and all that kind of stuff. But you want them in that Facebook group to kind of connect. If they connect, they'll stay around much, much longer, this is for sure. But you're going to explain exactly if they need to friend you personally, and then you'll put them in the group and spell it out for them. Our second page is a description of classes. They join for Krav, but man, we've also got an MMA class, a BJJ class, Krav Fit, Cardio MMA. We want to tell them exactly what each of those classes are like, and equipment that they need, if there is equipment needed in any of them. Which of course you always have right there in your pro shop for them to buy. A schedule. Okay, we go over the schedule when we're talking to them about joining, but then we certainly want them to have a schedule in there. Now, yes, in the age of smartphones and the internet, this stuff isn't as important. They can look up the schedule anytime they want, but they've also got a hard copy, you know, just in case. Next page, we talk about nutrition, and again, this is the second half of the staff meeting today. Is Brandon Hicks's nutrition seminar. We're telling people we're going to get them into shape. They're going to lose weight. Yeah, the exercise is way cool, but unless they change some habits and, you know, look into nutrition, they're not going to get as much progress as they possibly can. So truly, I don't know, CrossFit, for example, when they've got this famous fitness in 100 words or less saying, and it starts right off with nutrition, how they should eat. This is like important stuff. I don't know, I suppose if you have the triangle, here's the working out, here's the, you know, you got to have the nutrition on one of those sides to get full benefit. And again, we're trying to make people, the reason we exist is to make people safer and healthier. So certainly we need to talk to them about nutrition. And exactly what you'll say is, you'll see in the next video. How to wrap. We give people hand wraps, and yes, whenever they come, an instructor has to stand there and show them how to wrap hands, and that could take a lot of time. So we used to have it drawn out with little pictures how to wrap your wrists. There are some really good YouTube videos out there. You can just put the link, how to wrap your hands. You can even do it in the thank you or the description of classes. But they can absolutely get on there and watch how to wrap them. You know, I'm still old school. I still have the little written out with the pictures how to wrap your wrists. But they need to know that. It's cool to have, or it's cool to have a link they can look up. Testing, that may not be its own page. It may be in the description of classes or something, but we certainly want them to know what the testing is, to know that yes, you should test, why you should test, to get from level 1 to level 2. We try to, you know, we tell them, hey, we're going to get you in shape to take this test. You know, when we first opened, we didn't have a lot of people testing from first to second, and then it kind of dawned on me, we were talking about level 1 tests so horribly, like, oh my gosh, it's just horrible. That's not getting people wanting to test if we talk like that. So I had a meeting with my instructors and told them to tone down that talk. We will get people through it. We will tell them what to expect. We absolutely let them know, hey, come and watch a test, which is totally cool at our gyms in Ohio. We have, you know, should probably build bleachers. We have so many people showing up to watch people test. But it's absolutely good for them to see that test, and then maybe they're not quite so afraid of it. But again, that testing paragraph, it's just letting them know that they'll do it, they'll get there, and you know, why it's a good thing. They need to get to level 2 to start really rolling with Krav. Last page, referrals. I don't know if you'd call it a referral contest. It's just kind of, this is how it is in our gyms in Ohio. And it may be a little different now, but I know at one time, right in the back of that, the last page, referrals. If you refer one person and they join, you get, you know, whatever it is, whatever we've tried over. We gave $40 restaurant cards. We gave, you know, so much pro shop gear. I think Terry finally got into, if you refer one person to us, we don't charge you for a month. We freeze you for that month. And that sounds like, oh man, you're not going to charge them for a month? I got a year out of that person, you know. If they want to pay off if they want to not pay for their entire year and refer 12 people to me, I'm happy with that. So I believe that may be what she's running now, but we've certainly tried that, and it seems to me she had some good luck with it. I mean, that's pretty cool when you freeze somebody's payment for that month because they referred to somebody that actually joined, not just an intro. They had to actually sign up and join. But on that referral page, at the bottom, there's however many coupons you can fit in there, 4, 6. Coupons for friends and family free intros. They can cut those right out, hand them to people, put their name on the back when that person comes in. It gets them, you know, it saves them 19 bucks. I mean, it's some incentive to come in. They still get their t-shirt, their intro, their class. They just can do it for free. They don't have to pay $19. You'll see, when you're doing classes right, the biggest way you're getting new members is current members. They friggin' tell their friends and family how much fun it is. They're losing weight. This stuff's awesome. It's the best self-defense out there. So it absolutely starts rolling on itself. And, you know, we want to remind them, / give them incentive to tell their friends and family and get people in there. So whatever you're going to give them for each referral, and the coupons to get those free intros in there. Again, this is all, whatever this is, 5, 6 pages in a little binder. Hey, when you sign, you get your gear that we told you we'd give you, and we give you this entire welcome pack. Pretty sure that's about all that we put in the welcome pack. You can certainly put in there anything else that you want. We've had a lot of luck with this. You know, as we got so big, again, people having questions, people needing their hands wrapped, people needing this and that. When you got 700 members, that can take hours and hours of Terry's time or the instructor's time. So we absolutely tried to answer as many questions as we could for people, give it to them right there. Okay, and then when we get questions, sometimes we say, oh, did you look at your pack that's in there? So we kind of want them to absolutely look there first before they you know, buttonhole us. Not that we mind talking to them, but man, a lot of questions. It would take hours out of each day if every single one of our members didn't have a clue about the schedule or anything else. So the nutrition seminar next. Absolutely take notes. It's the kind of stuff that you would want to put on that nutrition page. And Brandon does a really good job with it. And we will talk to you next month.